guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with the romance releases for April. This video is a little late because it was supposed to go up Sunday, but I got so sick this weekend. I went to Sweetgrass and I was feeling great, and then Wednesday I got a cough, and then Thursday it turned into a cold, and then Friday it got worse, and Saturday it got worse, and I was just like, I never get this sick from things. I had a fever. I cannot even tell you the last time I had a fever. I normally run like low temperature. Like normally when I take my temperature it's like 97 something, and it was 99 when I went to bed Friday night, and I was like, my sister, I'm dying. Like to my sister, she's a nurse, she was like, you're fine. And then in the middle of the night I like could not sleep Friday night, and I had a temperature of 101, and then it went away, and then it came back during Saturday, and now it is Sunday. I got 10 hours of sleep last night, and it was kind of still restless sleep, but it was at least 10 hours of sleep. So I am functioning today, and I have a lot to do. I did not have the time in my schedule to take an entire day off. When I tell you I did not do anything yesterday, I sat on the couch and stared into space or closed my eyes and watched a little bit of that Nickelodeon documentary, which is very fascinating, and then try to sleep. So I am gonna try to get through this video. I've already filmed one because I'm telling you, I am behind and I don't like being behind on things. So we're going to try to get through this. So sorry if I sound a little nasally than what I normally do, but we have April new releases. I'm very excited. I actually was able to make this graphic yesterday, which was the only work I did all day. And we're going to talk about all these new releases, and I'm very excited. It is a stacked reading month. Tori and I actually talk about this on our podcast. We recently talked about our recent reads and our April releases we're excited for. So the Fallout by Jenny Barra, I did not even know this was coming out. This comes out April 1st, and the only reason I know it's coming out is because I saw someone somewhere share it on their April releases, and I was like, baseball romance? Yes, please, check. So this is book 1 in a series. It is a hot-headed baseball hero, animal-loving heroine, coach's daughter, friends to lovers. There's a puffin pet. I don't know if this is pro or college. I'm hoping it's pro because college romancers are just like fine, but what's a forbidden romance? We've already got some ARC reviews here. So he's the new pitcher. I think it's pro baseball. So people are loving it, this early reviews. So I might have to pick this up. I'm very excited. Then we have Bridesmaid for Hire by Megan Quinn. This one is a hate to love brother's best friend romance where the heroine goes on vacation to Bora Bora, runs into her brother's best friend who she cannot stand, she hates him, and he is actually there for his boss's daughter's wedding, and he really wants to make a good impression because he wants to move up on the company, and the heroine is like, this is the best opportunity for me because she's a professional bridesmaid and wedding planner, and she is like, I can further my career, so they have to fake date in order to help each other with business opportunities, and Megan Quinn is known for her rom-coms, so this one comes out April 2nd, and it sounds very good. Then Sarah Adams has a new book coming out, which I am very excited for. This is a second chance romance. Sorry, I just blew my nose. Just don't look at my nose. It is disgusting after 5 days of blowing. I cannot. Anyways, college sweethearts meet again. So he is a famous NFL tight end and her ex-boyfriend, and things did not end well. And he is her first client as a full-time sports agent, and he is holding a grudge. So they end up falling in love. And that sounds so cute. I'm excited. I really liked her other book. I don't remember the title of it right now, but I read one of hers and I thought it was really cute. Then we have Here We Go Again, which is one sapphic romance by Allison Cochran. I don't know how to say her last name, but this is a rom-com of two best friends forced to drive their former teacher across the country. Kind of reminds me a little bit of You with a View by Jessica Joyce, I feel like. It sounds very similar, where they have to like drive someone around, and he says he only has a few months left to live, so they are forced to fulfill his last wish, a cross-country road trip, and I think they end up falling in love. So I'm very, very excited for a new sapphic romance. We have one other one this month I'm very excited for. But then we have Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, which I'm so excited for. This one is also April 2nd. April 2nd is stacked. This one is a romance where I believe they feel like they are always like the person before people find their true love, and so they're like, we're cursed, we're never gonna get out of this. So they're like, why don't we date each other and break the curse? So they date each other just for the summer and fall in love. I love that idea. It sounds so good. Yes, please. We have another hockey romance, which I have not read this author yet, but it is Dirty Pucking Play by Callie Mel. I don't know if I want to pick up more hockey romances. Okay, but this one is a coach's daughter romance, and he wants to risk it all for her. She is going to move to Orchid City, and she catches the attention of the hotshot hockey player next door, and she does not date hockey players, and he has no exception, but he wants to change her mind. So it is a neighbors, like next door neighbors, forbidden coach's daughter romance coming out on April 8th. Then we have Wild Love by Elsie Silver, which I have an arc of. I'm so excited for this one. I have not even looked at the synopsis yet because I didn't want to know what it's about, but I will let you guys know what it's about. She lives in the city and she comes back to their small town, and she wants to get hired. Her brother's best friend, I think she wants to get hired by, and he is the world's hottest billionaire, and he's opening a new recording studio, and someone come in claiming that he is her biological father. She's 12, and he's got to deal with his best friend's sister working at his studio now. I don't know. I'm gonna read it. I'm excited. We'll see how that goes. The Prospects by F.T. Lukens. I'm so excited for this one. I do think I have an arc of this on my Kindle, but I have not been reading any arcs lately. I've been barely reading physically at all. But this one is a baseball romance, enemies to lovers, well, rivals to lovers. It is MM, and I am so excited. They are teammates, and they start to grow closer, even though they were rivals before, and fall in love. And I'm so excited. The cover's so cute, and I believe this is going to be in a book box I'm getting, so very excited. Then we have The Kiss Countdown, which I got a copy from Berkeley, and I'm very excited. The cover's stunning. I love the pink, and I don't know if this takes place, like, has to do with an astronaut. She's an event planner, and it is fake dating, and she's about to lose her apartment. She runs into her ex, so she pretends to be dating the annoyingly sexy man she met and spilled her drink on, and he plays along for a price. So he is actually an astronaut, and she agrees to play his girlfriend in front of his family before he leaves on, I think, a mission. So that sounds so fun. I am very excited for that. We have Cold Hearted Casanova by LJ Shen. I just know LJ Shen always puts you in for a ride with her books. Do not know if I'll be reading this, but she's desperate to marry for money, so she has a fake marriage to a billionaire. So then he gets caught sleeping with a married woman by her ambitious assistant. So I think she needs to marry and stay in the US. Her work visa approaches expiration, so she decides to blackmail. I think she blackmails the hero. Interesting. Always coming with the fun plots. Older by Jennifer Hartman sounds, I don't even know what it's about, but it looks really good. I love this cover, and I just know it is an age gap, and Jennifer Hartman can do no wrong. So this one says that she was raised in a loveless household, and then there's a chance encounter. She was smitten, he was curious, and oh, it's a dad's best friend romance. Sounds so fun. I am so excited. Okay, then we have Stay by Willow Astor, and this one is book 4 or 5 in the series. 5 already. I haven't even read this series yet, but I do want to, and the covers are gorgeous. This one is a small town age gap single father nanny romance, and he is a judge, and he falls for his younger nanny. That sounds so good. Okay, I forgot to put it on my graphic, but Pirate Girls by Penelope Douglas comes out, and we've been waiting for this book for so long. I also have this arc on my Kindle. I am so excited to get to it. I need to do a reading vlog reading new releases because I've got so many. So this is Kate and Hunter are twins, her cousins, and there's like some game happening. I don't know how to explain this, but very excited because I love Penelope Douglas. Just This Once by Lena Hendricks is coming out. Oh, this is actually a new series, which I didn't know. I was not finishing her other series because I just didn't love a couple of the books I read in there. This one says he is a cocky and pierced firefighter, and he has nothing but trouble, and he works for her dad, and she's already slept with him. So she moves to her parents' small town for a fresh start, and one of her students, so she's a teacher, has a medical emergency, and he shows up to help save the day. And the story goes from there. Sounds cute. I personally, as an ex-teacher, do not love reading teacher romances, so I don't know if I'm gonna pick this one up, but We love a firefighter romance. Then we have When I Think of You by Maya Ariel. So this one is a second chance romance. It's another debut author, and this is two former flames who have to choose between their dreams and each other. That's always so angsty. I'm very excited. So this one is about, she worked at a film studio. Now it's been 7 years since their college romance went up in flames, and his career has taken off. So he is a hotshot director and offers her a job, and it says working together may recapture the intensity of their film school days. Oh my gosh, I love that. It's in the film industry. That sounds really good. I'm excited for that one. Then we have Late Bloomer by Maisie Eddings. This one I also have a copy of that I need to get to. It is sapphic, and she won the lottery and it ruined her life. She quit her job and now she has all these people wanting a handout from her, and she just can't say no. And so she decides to protect herself by spending her money. She buys a failing flower farm in North Carolina. Someone is waiting at the new farm saying that they own it. So now they have to like cohabitate at the farm and fall in love. And I'm obsessed with this cover, so that sounds really good. Then we have Falling for Meadow by Kelson Denise Stone. I have not yet read a book in the series. I really need to. I would love to get to it, but this one is book 4 in the series. So she was everything to him. His first kiss, his first time, his first heartbreak, and they had lived in the Scottish Highlands together, and then she left, and now he's picking up the pieces of his life, and he lost his best friend, which is her older brother. Now 2 decades later, he has come back to make up for lost time and is trying to save the family's distillery. Oh, they planned on forever, and when he was going to leave with her, she just sent a text message and said she wasn't coming. Oh my gosh. Okay, so she is still in town. She's a single mom. This sounds super angsty, and I'm actually really excited to read this. That sounds so good. Then we have Learn Your Lesson by Candy Steiner. This one is in her hockey romance series, which again, I'm not super excited for hockey, but this one is about the heroine who only knows that men are trash. She doesn't trust them, and he is the goalie, and she is a teacher. So she was his daughter's kindergarten teacher and then his temporary nanny. And now she's a permanent nanny for his daughter. So single dad nanny, spicy, age gap, opposites attract, found family, hockey romance. Then we have Midnight of Ashes by Tessa Hale, which is book 2 in the Dragons of Ember Hollow series. This is Why Choose Fated Mates. Can't really get too much into the plot since it's book 2, but she doesn't know that dragon shifters exist, and they are dragon shifters, and she doesn't know that there are fated mates, and they are fated mates. Then we have The Throne of Honor and Blood by Jay Bree. No idea what the series is about, but it is a fantasy romance series, and this is book 2. Then we have Falling for Gage by Mia Sheridan. This one is coming out April 23rd. She wants to find her father, so they end up having a one-night stand, and she's a cocktail waitress, but then she shows up in town pretending to be an art appraiser, and he's like, what the heck is happening? She wants to kind of investigate around town to find her father, and he puts a wrinkle in her plans while she does that. So I love Mia Sheridan. We will see how that one goes. Then we have Funny Story by Emily Henry. I honestly don't know what this one's about. I do want to read this one. I do have a copy. I did not read her last release. I haven't loved anything since her first book, but I've heard if people like her first one, you'll like this one or the other one. I don't remember, but the cover is really cute. So she's always loved the way her fiance told stories. Oh, but then her fiance realizes he's actually in love with his childhood best friend. Lovely. So she now has a new story. So she moves to Michigan without telling her family or friends, and she's gonna be a children's librarian. Oh, and then she reaches out to her ex's childhood best friend's ex. So they were like both left by the couple, and I think it's their romance, and they're roommates. So she falls in love with her ex-fiance's new fiance's ex. That actually sounds really fun. I'm excited to read that. Burnout by Rebecca Genshak is a motocross romance, and he actually has to train with an Olympic gymnast, but it's hate to love. And I think when they first meet, he's like, you're not that serious, like I don't need your help. And she's like, screw you, I'm not gonna help you. And then he realizes like she's actually an Olympic medalist, and he's like, oh dang, I shouldn't have said that. So it sounds like a really fun hate to love romance, so I'm excited to read that. And then we have another hockey romance by S.J. Silvis, which I don't know if I will be picking up, but this one is a brother's best friend romance, and he plays hockey. I guess he's ruined every single date that she's ever had. It's a college romance. So now she asks him to help her actually get a boyfriend. So she starts learning from him how to get a boyfriend. So it's like lessons romance, hockey romance. Sounds fun. Then we have King of Sloth by Anna Huang, which is a billionaire romance. She is his publicist. He is this bad boy billionaire who just always gets in trouble, and she is trying to put him in his place. Very, very excited for this one to come out. I've actually already read this one and I loved it, so cannot wait for that to release. And then we have Truly, Madly, Deeply by Alexandra Bellafleur. Alright, I just sneezed like 3 times in a row. Okay, this is between a romance novelist and a divorce lawyer who has sworn off relationships to co-host a podcast series offering dating advice. So that sounds cute. I really do love it when the characters are authors. So she is a romance novelist. Oh, she feels like an imposter because her parents just announced they're separating. She caught her fiance cheating and she's just like, does love actually exist? And so now they're doing a podcast together, which sounds super fun. I really like that. So that is the last romance in April coming out that I'm excited for. Let me know what you're excited for. I would love to hear. Let me know if I forgot anything because I usually always do. But that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.